Yes, good afternoon. How are you? This is Ella.
Good afternoon. Pretty good.
Good. How you doing? All is well. All is well. Beautiful Friday.
Yeah, all is well. Yes.
Okay. Are you familiar with how I conduct sessions, or should I explain to you?
Yeah, I mean, you can still explain it to me, but I have seen quite a few of your sessions.
Where you from?
I'm from Haiti.
Yeah, you know why I asked you from where you if you where you from is because I see ancestors here, and they're in a ritual. And when I mean by ritual, I see like, elders, and they're cooking. They're cooking in fire. They're cooking something here. So you had to be strongly connected to the spirit realm, or your ancestors is definitely with you. Right away, as soon as I got on the phone with you, I seen your ancestors, the elders in your family more so. And if you're saying you from Haiti, it would make sense because I'm Haitian, and normally when I get on the phone with Haitian clients, the connection is, it just clicks instantly. And so I'm feeling more so that you have to do certain rituals. And it's not a bad way, it's not nothing in a bad way. Or rather, I'm going to say offerings, because sometimes people get, rituals, what you want me to do, Not nothing like that. You want to give offerings. You want to give offerings to release a lot of stress, to release like sadness or depression or whatnot. I'm not sure if it is people around you, or from time to time you may be losing hope from something, something, rather is love, is business, is whatever. But what your spirit guides, or rather what your ancestors here is saying is, for you to get some goat or some beef, cut it in 14 pieces, and just give raw, though it has to be raw, or it could be fresh. You go to a marketplace and stuff like that. You could just give it to your mom. You could give it to whoever, as an offering to the spirit realm, and that's going to help you to gain blessings. And that's going to help you, to remove obstacles from your path. I'm also feeling like there's a situation with you at times where, and as you know, I channel past, present, and future. So this could be in the it coming up, or it could be something that you have already dealt with. But there's like a hump, like a stop. There's like, you feel stuck. It's like a quicksand thing. So what the spirit realm is, what your ancestors here is saying, is for you to just give like the meat offerings. You can give it to anybody, 14 pieces. Make sure when you go to the place, you tell them to cut it up in 14 pieces. What day? Yeah, this session has been recorded, but what day you was born?
I was born on December 5th, 1989.
The 5th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 and 4 is 5. Something with 5 with you. 1 and 4 is 5. So 14, the number 5, definitely resonating with you. And then 2, the main fact that you're a Sagittarius, we're dealing with understanding, higher knowledge. You get what I'm saying? Ascension. However, Sagittarius is the home of the 9th house, and the 9th house deals with mental exploration, adventures. You understand? Being free, liberal thinking. And so if you are being exposed, or if somebody is trying to force something that your own spirit don't resonate with, that's where the and then you start to say, you know what, let me take, let me listen to what these people are saying. If you start to do that versus not following your intuition and not following what you know is true, that's where the internal battle comes in at. Especially with the number 5 vibration resonating with you. I definitely will recommend that you work on the sacral chakra, Okay, work on the sacral chakra. And then two, start to forgive. Are you in a relationship now?
No, I haven't been since last June.
June?
And, yeah, since last June. It's
Okay.
been, I mean, it's definitely something I'm trying to, but just the right match, you know. Trying to find being open to the right match.
Right. That's what it is. Being open to the right match. I'm glad that you said that. That's good. Instead of feeling as if, nobody understands me, or like your ancestors here said, finding hope, knowing that, someone is out there. Just because you had a few bad and it's not even bad, because bad is a judgment call, right? Just because you had a few tryouts that didn't work out too good doesn't mean that there's not somebody out there for you. And again, for me, I go by the 6-month rule, right? Which is like anytime like I break up with somebody or whatever, even in relationship wise, I give myself at least 6 months before I even start to look for someone else. So you're actually at the 6-month mark. Okay, you're actually at the you're actually at the 6-month mark. And so right now, well, throughout that 6 month, you should have been releasing and learning from your past, your past relationships, only for you to know what you want in the next relationship that you get into. And this is the reason why the sacral chakra is coming up with you, because again, the sacral chakra deals with intimacy, love, relationships, creativity, and things of that, and new beginnings as well, creation, you see. And so with you, the sacral chakra should be looked upon, or rather, worked with. Some of the things that you can do, some of the things that you can do is visualize the color orange. Visualize the color orange and gold is what they're saying. Visualize the color orange and gold in your pineal gland. Do you know how to do that?
I mean, for some reason, visualizing, sometimes I do it, but it's not as vivid maybe as I would expect. But I mean, it's definitely something to work on. Something I'll try. Visualizing, you said gold and orange.
Visualizing the color gold and the color orange in your pineal gland. The pineal gland, your all-seeing eye. When you're in meditation, and then again, these practices, it doesn't happen overnight. You have to be patient with yourself. You understand? It takes dedication. It takes consistency. This is a lifestyle. This is just not something that you do and then, you figured it out, and then boom, it's no longer, you know what I mean? So this is something over and over that you have to keep repeating and practicing for yourself. Okay? Do you write? Are you a writer?
No, I'm not a writer. But I have heard that before from a past reading where someone said, something about me being a writer. But no.
It's coming up.
Right, I journal, whatever I'm, going through. But, no, I don't. Maybe I will be, but not in the moment. Definitely not.
Well, it doesn't. See, the thing about it is when I saw you a writer, that doesn't necessarily have to be that you do this professionally. You get what I'm saying? It's just I'm seeing writing here, and so perhaps one of the recommendations from your spirit guides is saying, listen, tell him he needs to write. Writing is a form of expression. Your opposite sign is Gemini. Gemini is the sign or the house of communication and understanding. And then so if you begin to write, you may tap more into your God self versus tapping into the ego you, tapping into the physical you. So one of the main things that you can do as your release or your therapy is right. And if you not only heard this from me, but heard this from other people, then that means that's a common trait that you perhaps should pursue. You see. And it doesn't have to be, like I said, it doesn't have to be professionally. Like, not telling you to write a book. I mean, it may lead to that because, again, you're the 9th house of mental exploration. You see. It's a beautiful thing. When I used to go through things, when I was going through challenges in my life, which when I was like, what, 20, early 20s, mid 20s or whatnot, I got like 3 or 4 journals, and I can always go back to it. Always go. I used to write about this present day now, how I would be someone that will heal and guide many people from all over this world. I used to write this. And that's also a form of manifesting what it is that you want. You see, writing. And so if you want to be in a pleasant relationship, if you want to be, one day married and stuff like that, because Haitian, us Haitians, after a while, they're going to start asking you when you're going to have children, when you're going to get married, what's going on, It's going to be the pressure going on there if they didn't even start doing it already, So, in any event, right? In any event, start, writing is a form of therapy as well. Okay?
Yes, and not that I used to, I still do that, once in a while.
Good.
But in my journal, I have a lot of affirmations and
there you go.
Mostly regarding independence, love, stuff like that. Again, sometimes I feel like it's not happening. Sometimes, once in a while, I'll be in doubt mode or something like that. To the point where I kind of stopped focusing too much on the whole twin flame thing. I was really, I was pretty much obsessed with that for a while. And now it's just more trying to be more accepting, maybe having less resistance, so to speak.
You're learning, and and that's what I was mentioning about finding yourself, or rather going deeper into your God self. You see, what's happening is, like Alice the Wonderland, how she falls into this rabbit hole and it's dark. That rabbit hole represents the subconscious mind, and so she falls into different levels from the top, from the ground level, right? The ground level is the ego. The ground level is the ego. The top, where you can see, which is represented as the face, that's the ego. Your actions, that's the ego. So when you fall into, or when you dig into your higher self, you're going deeper and deeper and deeper into the subconscious mind, which also represents that rabbit hole. And so the main fact that you said, you're speaking, right now, you're speaking words of wisdom. You see, you're speaking words of growth, because you're telling me that at one point you had doubts, and now you are learning, and now you are accepting. One of the main things, let me give you some jewels. One of the main things that when you want to manifest anything, when you want things to happen when it's supposed to happen, right? What you do is you put it into the universe, you speak it into the universe, and then you do not think about it anymore. The problem, or the reason, or the bump of why things hasn't been happening is because you keep going back to the same topic. And so that means you're not allowing your spirit guides, or you're not allowing the universe to respond, because you're keeping what it is that you are thinking of in the physical dimension. And so that's when the doubts come about. And as you know, you cannot doubt and trust the process at the same time. It's either you're going to doubt it, you're going to have fear, you're going to have worry, you get what I'm saying? You're not going to believe, okay? Or you're gonna believe, you're gonna be optimistic. You're gonna know that it's gonna happen. You understand? You're gonna know that it's gonna happen because you believe in yourself. You see, and so when moving forward, whenever it is that you put anything, rather you do a ritual, rather you do a spell, rather you do a cleanse, anything that you put into this universe, just put it into the universe and do not think about it. It's also known as the Mandela effect. You want to YouTube that. The Mandela effect. How the Mandela effect is basically symbolic to how we live in parallel dimensions, and how everything that you think about has already manifested in another lifetime. You see, that's real science here. This ain't no joke. And you being a Sagittarius, you are the philosopher. You are the thinker. That's Dr. Sabi is a Sagittarius. You see your boy Hove, he's a Sagittarius. Who we have? We have Bobby Hemmett. He's a Sagittarius. You understand? So you have these different successful people. You see that the way they talk, you see the way they talk. Very into spirituality, very into claiming the godhood, very into I have no worries. Look at Dr. Sabi. He lived with no worries. He didn't care what you did to him, how you did to him. He was still pure at heart. And so when he makes when whatever lifetime he's living in now, he's not going to have to repeat the same things that he had repeated here on this planet. And I don't want you to repeat the same things. And so what I'm telling you to do is, just tweak it a little bit. Just tweak it a little bit. You already have the foundation. You just got to apply it. Okay. You have any questions?
Yes. I have a few. You said to visualize in my third eye, golden orange. Is there a specific way that I get to do that?
Okay, rather you lay down in anywhere. Meditation does not have to be in a lotus position saying Aye Kumbaya. Okay? You don't have to be sitting, no. You can be on the bus just pulling that yellow and gold or orange and gold color to your third eye. Do you know where your third eye is? Your third eye is right between your brows, right in between your two eyes, your two visual eyes. That's where the third eye is. So you can rather close your eyes and then bring your two eyes towards your unicorn. You know the unicorn? You see where the Indians be putting that red dot? That is your all-seeing eye. That is your all-seeing eye. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying I know about the third eye, and I do meditate with crystal
and so
like that.
All you need, all you gotta do is,
like you said, to turn my eyes as my eyes are closed, kind of look
to that location.
To my brow shot.
Right. But when you do this, you also visualize the color gold and orange. That's the key. That's the key. That's how you do that one. And so what your spirit guides are saying is there's going to be lots of regeneration. It's going to be lots of releasing, letting go of things. You understand? Not taking things too seriously. Because, again, a lot of stuff that we go through is really not that serious. But we hold it in because some of us allow little things to affect us. When we dealing with spiritual growth, beloved, we can't allow every and anything to affect us. we cannot afford that. You see. And so that for you, they're saying help you to release and to let go of a lot of things that might have, affected you in the past. Where's your father?
My father lives in New York as well. We live,
Y'all live together.
Yeah.
Oh, you live with your parents then?
Yeah.
Your father, nothing bad though, nothing bad. Your father came up. He comes from a big family?
He's from a big family?
I'm asking you, does he come from a big family?
Yeah, I believe so. He has, I would say there are about 7, brothers and sisters.
Oh yeah, he comes from a big family. Give me a second. There's this guardian angel. She's skinny. She's slim. Could have been like an older sister, could have been like an auntie for him, back home, but I feel more so like this is somebody that lived in Haiti. Not nobody here. I feel like, this is somebody that lived in Haiti. Could have been like his older sister, like somebody that he was very, very close to. Is coming forward. This person's skinny though. Is skinny. But it's nothing bad. It's just saying hi and coming through, because again, you have a connection to your father, and so this person's spirit is coming. You got an altar set up?
Yes, well, I had a few questions about that as well. I've had the altar for a few months now, and, I guess I'm trying to get better at it, as far as if it's working and, what to expect and things like that. Recently, I've ordered a Shun statue I put up there. I don't have any pictures up there. I do have family names.
Good.
But I don't have any specific pictures.
You don't gotta have that. If you got the name, if you got the names, if you have the elements, if you got the names and you got the elements, that's good. What I mean by elements, I'm talking about water, incense, coffee. Haitian people. The spirits of the Haitian people. We love the coffee. The black coffee.
And it has to be actual coffee, or just the powder, or just the
coffee.
What do you call it? The grains?
No, coffee. Coffee. Yeah, don't coffee. That's how I see my mom set up her altar. You understand? And she do it the old fashioned Haitian way. And like growing up, like with my aunties and stuff, that's what I would see. I would see water and coffee all the time. So I'm just thinking it's a Haitian thing. It applies for everybody. That's just what our ancestors like. You see.
Yeah.
And so I'm not getting a bad vibe when I'm telling you coffee, so it must be okay for them. But your father's going through a health thing. Is something wrong with his foot or his chest or something?
Not that I know. I think yesterday, my mom told me his hand was sore or something like that, or something.
Oh, okay.
Also, one of the things I want to ask you is, if I'm not sure, I've asked, to my elders, I've asked who should I, what I should do, and some guidance and stuff like that, and who's my closest spirit guide or deity. So I would love to know, if I don't know if because that's the case.
You don't know if what?
I would like to know maybe like who I should be talking to.
You got a lot of woman spirit around you. And when I mean my woman spirit, I'm talking about woman ancestors, like from your mom's side and also this auntie from your dad's side. The main fact that you already, see, your spirit already guided you to set up an altar. You understand? And set up the altar where you have already put your ancestors' names there. You got to flow with that. You have to go with what your spirit is telling you to do. In spirituality is no such thing as, oh, am I doing it right or am I not doing it right, and who's this and who's that, because once you start to ask, well, who's with me and who's not with me, then you start to neglect who, everybody around. So when people ask me that, I just say, set up an altar, a holistic altar to your ancestors. I'm not talking about to these deities. When I heard you talking about Oshun and stuff like that, if you resonate with Oshun energy, you want to bring her about, then fine, do so. But for me, as a Haitian, from Haitian to Haitian, how we do things around here, we acknowledge our bloodline. You understand? We acknowledge our bloodline first. And so your spirit already guided you to doing so. Now, when we talk about your spirit guides, I don't really know exactly the names of your spirit guides, but I hear them. That's how come they guide me. But I don't see them. I see your ancestors, those that once lived here on this particular planet. I see them. But I don't see spirit guides. I hear spirit guides. It's a difference. You see, it's a difference. And so what I'm going to recommend, and then when you say, well, what do you came back on to this planet to do? I always say, well, what is it that you did? If this was a perfect world, what is it that you desire to do? What do you see yourself as? What is your motivation? What is your passion? What is it that you love to do? You see, because anything and everything that you love to do, that's what you should be doing. Because anything that you love to do will bring about abundance, will bring about attraction. I get people from all over the world contacting me. That's abundance. Because I'm doing something that I love to do. You see, I'm not waking up at a job and going somewhere where somebody going to tell me what to do and I got to get up out my bed and go work for somebody else. I'm not doing that. And it's not going to bring you what you want. If that's spiritual freedom or if that's being an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? You can start like that. Yes, you can start like that. I'm not telling you to quit your job. You can start like that. But to end up like that is something different. And so you got to get going. We don't have one job to do here. We are, if we talk about being multi-purpose beings, cosmic beings, ancient beings, we are not just here for one thing. I am a nurturer. I am a auntie. I am a mother. I am a teacher. I am a guider. I am a healer. I am a herbalist. You get what I'm saying? I'm a life coach. The list goes on and on and on. So when you say, okay, well, what am I here? That's why they said for you to go back to your writing and dissect what it is that you want and what you desire. And not, oh, what should I be doing? No such thing. You following me, right?
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm still, not too knowledgeable as far as what I get into with what I would want to do necessarily. Sometimes. But,
it's gonna.
I wanted to know if
it's gonna take time.
Like, if I have any specific gifts or career, that's closer to what would work for me, or
is gonna take time though. That's the thing, beloved. It's going to take time. It is going to take time. First of all, researching, because you're the ninth house. Research. Do you know your natal chart?
No.
You wanna get a natal chart reading, or you wanna go to Astro.com and see where your true node lies. Wherever your true node lies.
Again, please go to what?
Astro.com. This session has been recorded. Astro.com. When you go to Astro.com, you'll see everything pertaining to your strength, your weaknesses, one of your spiritual destinies and stuff like that. But for me, being at your sun sign is Sagittarius or whatnot. Now again, your sun sign is Sagittarius, but I don't know what house your sun lies. You get what I'm saying? I don't know what house your sun is in. And so you could be a Sagittarius, you could be all of this, but it's a little bit more. And again, I'm not going to sit here and tell you, this is your this, and you, because you got so many different talents. You see what I'm saying? It's like, okay, well, what direction should I? First, you need to go back to the drawing board. That's what I would recommend for you to do. Go back to the drawing board. Ask yourself, listen, what is it that I love to do? If this was a perfect world, you know what I'm saying? So I'm helping you brainstorm and answer your own questions. If this was a perfect world, what would I be doing? Is it traveling? Is it adventure? Do you want to be free? You get what I'm saying? And that you're not locked into this matrix thing. And so if this is what your spirit is calling for, then manifest that. Manifest that. If this is what your spirit is calling for you to do, for you to be, take adventure, for you to start traveling more, for you to do this, because again, the research is just time consuming. You can have a job and come home and just do research on metaphysics alone. And then that will also help you. Exactly. So you already doing what you're good at. You're already doing what you're good at. Whoa, I just want to know what's my strengths. Researching is one of them. You understand? Even probably psychology. Helping people to get through their trauma is what your spirit guides is saying. One of them. Helping people to get through their trauma psychologically. Are you in school?
Not at the moment. I'm trying to petition to have my graduation, to apply for graduation right now.
You said what?
But, let's say that I think I'm petitioning to graduate.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, when I was I was just going to school. I wasn't with the same mindset, the same awareness at all.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, in some ways, I might. I would be open to going to school again, maybe, but definitely with a different mindset, because before I was just going to school just because you have to go to school.
Mm-hmm. Yep, the same avenue with me. Go to school just because your mother and your parents telling you to go to school. And that right there, remember when I mentioned to you, doing things that other people want you to do versus what you really want to do is going against your spirit. And so that's where the obstacles come in at. You get what I'm saying? Because I don't even want to go, and then I don't even want to go to school, but then somebody else is telling me to go to school. And so it causes a friction, you see. And we start to live lives based on what other people want us to be and not what we want to be. Oh, I need to graduate, my children is graduating this and graduating that, and the child, us, we have so much pressure on us because our mothers and our parents and stuff, they Haitian parents, they're always bragging. Yep. About this, oh, my daughter, this, my son, this, my this. They always want to brag. And so for us, we, it's a little bit more, it's pressure. It's pressure because because if we don't live up to what they telling us to do, it's gonna be chaos in the house. And so we tend to live lives that other people want us to live, and not what we really want to live. And that in the whole self is a lie. And so I will have to say to you, you're living a lie. You get what I'm saying? I had to cut that off. Listen, I gave my mother her diplomas. Listen, I'm not going back to school for no masters. I'm not doing that. I have my own business. That's too bad. I gave you what you want, and that's it. Leave me alone. And that's it. And I'm free now. I'm free.
Yeah.
I'm free from these people.
You know, I understand all that, and I see so many things that like they influence you as far as the self-esteem and all that. But I pretty much my thing is right now is that I'm looking, or maybe not. I should be looking for like a way to get my independence, so to speak. But
you have to be.
It's not clear. You know, it's not really clear to me. So
to get your independence.
I mean, like, it's not clear, like, on what ways I'm gonna get money, and you know, it's just fine, but it doesn't feel, you know, I don't see it yet. I don't see like me moving out.
Let me ask you a question. You don't see it, so it's not going to happen. That's first of all. If you don't see it happening, it's not going to happen. I told you. Okay, you're not seeing it. If you're not visualizing it, if you don't know it, I keep telling you, you cannot fear the process.
I do visualize.
Right.
I mean,
see it on a physical.
Let's say like the job or whatever.
Right.
I don't have that yet.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Get it. Right. So spiritually, you see it, you feel it, you love it, but physically, you don't see it. That's right there. Right there. That equation don't even match. You see, that right there, that, okay, you have good intentions, you have this, but physically, because it's not moving how you want it to move, you know, you're starting to form doubt. Like I said, it's not going to, the equation right there is not even compatible. Second of all, okay, what you got to say, okay, well, it's not happening, but what other actions are you taking? Because there's many ways of making money here in America. So what actions are you really taking? Okay, are you only putting out job applications? Is that what you're only doing? Or are you also going back to the drawing board and saying, okay, well, how am I going to become an entrepreneur? Let's start putting this business plan so that I can employ myself. What actions? And so once you start to do so, the universe will respond to you. It doesn't, you think I became who I am overnight? I've been on YouTube. I've been on YouTube since 2004. About to be 4 years. You just found you yourself. You just found me. I've been out a long time. You understand what I'm saying? And so it goes back to, yeah, this is what it is. But what other actions are you taking? Because for every action there's a reaction. Laws of attraction, cause and effect. So it's not about the external, but it's surely and truly the internal. Because the external universe is going to respond to the internal universe.
I don't know, the manifestation, I believe in it and I keep practicing it, but so often enough, it's, obviously things are changing, but sometimes it just feels like, all right, it's an internal thing, and I don't see any real evidence. Like, I don't see what I wrote, months ago happening yet, even though I practice it, or even though I really thought about it, and it's not something I don't believe.
Yeah.
But sometimes I don't see, like, the evidence. I don't see it happen. Like, I don't physically see that, all right, the universe is taking care of me in that sense.
And that's
why
okay.
sometimes I ask, like, what should I do? Like, what am I doing wrong for me not to be, maybe that's not what I'm supposed to want to manifest. And, it's all, sometimes it has me down a little bit.
It's okay. And like I said, you
and
can't.
Other people, they have the total opposite.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh yeah, I just wrote this down and I believe it and it happened. And you try to practice the same thing, and a lot of times you try to, you do the same thing, but it doesn't work.
Because that equation is not for you. You understand what I'm saying? That equation is not for you. Everybody. That's why I just told you. Listen, the Haitian way. The Haitian way was setting up an altar, coffee and water and pictures. That's the Haitian way. Because another kind of way may not be good for you. If I give you a Santeria way or whatever, that may not be good for you. And so what happens is, on top of that, the ego starts to jump on you and sneak up on you, because now you are starting to compare yourself to other people. Stay in your own lane, good brother. Stay in your own lane. Yeah, that's because what happens is that it was meant for these people to happen, to get what they wanted at their time. And you don't even know. They could be doing other things. But you have to stick to your process and your own progress. Because you take, just like smoking weed. Me and you might be smoking some weed. I may be low key, but then you may be talkative. But we smoking the same weed. And so it's like, well, goddamn, why am I not as talkative as this person? Because it affects us differently. What may be good for you may not be good for somebody else. The same thing that somebody else told you, your response is going to be different. Just like the same blunt that we might smoke, both of us is going to have different responses. Okay? And so again, beloved, just keep on with what you're doing. Stop holding, that physical aspect. I think the ego is really definitely, and I know you have a good spirit. I know you have a good understanding of things, but it's the patience and the time that you feel is against you. You get what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, if you understand that there's no such thing as timing, then what is the battle? If you really believe that everything is in divine alignment, what is really the battle? You understand? If you understand that the universe is responding to you and will give you what you want at its perfect alignment, what is the issue? I feel like perhaps for you is that you are still in retrograde. And so your lesson in this spiritual aspect is to have patience. To have patience within yourself. And if things is not quickening, then perhaps you need to just set up a little altar and stuff like that. Give more to the spirit realm. Visualize this orange and yellow color and stuff like that, and just do a little bit more action based. Start to, you get what I'm saying? Start to write down your business plan. You don't always have to shoot. Right now is holiday season. You could definitely get you a part-time job anywhere just to get a little bit of paper in your in your pocket. Simple. Okay, beloved. And so the session is actually running a little over. I have so many other clients. I don't want to leave you like this. But I have this recorded, and we'll touch bases. But do you have before we get off the phone, do you have a better understanding of things?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I'll
just try to, do everything that you said, by the meat. I don't know if I should put that on my altar.
What?
Or, the meat offering you said.
It's not to put that on your altar. It's to give offerings.
Okay. But I mean, I'm not, clear on that yet. How do I give that offering? Do I give it to someone, or is it to supposed to be for, the spirit world.
I told you to give it. You could give it to your mom. Remember, I told you that.
Okay.
Remember, I told you could give it to anybody. But when you give the offering to somebody, you're feeding the spirit realm. And so when you buy, the meat or whatever the case may be, you also praying over the meat, and you're saying, "Listen, I offer this to the spirit realm." And so you're giving it good intentions, good vibes, okay?
All right. Yes.
And then you offer it, you give to somebody. That's it.
Okay. I mean, the last thing, because
Yeah.
I'm vegan, and is it gonna come out like it's gonna look weird to them? I could do that and give it to my parents, obviously, but they're gonna see something weird going on.
It's not how they going to see something. You could say, "Oh, there was a sale." Well, you don't gotta give it to them. Give it to one of your friends. It was a sale.
Okay.
It was a sale. I'ma buy it for you. There was a sale. It was a sale at whatever store. That's it.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
No problem, beloved. I'll send you this recording.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Bye bye.